Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Me. What's good, everyone? What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel with your children, of course, Mac. Hope you all having a great day today. And today we're back with another I was so close. Why did I say episode? What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel with your children, of course, Mac. Hope you all having a great day today. And today we're back with another Sims 4 speed build. And today's speed build, we are making, I don't know, because it's another lottery pick. Y'all know the deal. I don't have to go ahead and say it all over again. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support y'all giving to this channel. Let's get straight into the story. I hope y'all are enjoying the stories because I'm having like I'm enjoying this so much. Just relaying and just going down memory lane because these are just some good times, some good times. The stutter was crazy right there. But anyways, if y'all want to know what's going on, I recommend you go watch my last video, and I do a little recap. I'm gonna do a little recaps, but not every single video because that'd just be too much. But yeah. So last part, we got into the situation with Gianluca. We found out about Kalia, who got with Luca, but didn't tell him his age. So when the dad found out that she got knocked up from an older guy, Dad went rage quit, went over there, beat him up, went to jail for it. Luca disowned her and the child. They actually never got. If you're wondering if they ever got back together, it never happened. Luca never said sorry to Kalia about the disrespect she gave him. You know, it never happened. Like, they never talked really after that. They tried to be civil, but it never worked out. But anyways, after that happened, she ended up going back home with her parents. Her dad came out of jail. It was a very hostile situation at home. She decided she didn't want to raise her child in that situation, so she left, moved out. She actually did well for herself when she moved out, moved to a basement apartment with her son, Gianluca, who she had with Luca. And she did good for herself. She actually stopped talking to her parents at the time. Then slowly, while Gianluca was growing up, she started talking to them again. And she ended up talking to Stefan all over again too. They ended up making up. She ended up actually started going out again. And she ended up getting pregnant by him. And while she was pregnant with him, he ended up passing away. He ended up dying in an accident when he was going to his when he's coming back from whatever that place was called, visiting his grandma. His plane ended up crashing, and he sadly passed away. She ended up having actually kids with him. She ended up having twins, which were Lyrica and Flora. I actually named Flora after Winslow, who was my favorite. So Flora, and yeah, that happened. And so she ended up having to raise 3 kids on her own, which is really hard. Luca did come around here and there to talk to her son, mainly because Gianluca ended up being the only child he had at the time. So that's kind of how they had a relationship. It was really sad, but as Gianluca grew up, he kind of stopped talking to his dad. Not really stopped, because actually when Luca got older, they were actually still talking. They were never like close, but I guess they were cordial with each other. But yeah, she ended up raising the 3 of them. Then when they got older, she ended up going on a trip to, wait, did anything else happen to Kalia? I think that was it. I think after that, I realized that a lot happened to Kalia. She deserved some happiness in her life. So she ended up going on a trip with her children to whatever that place that came with jungle adventure. They ended up going there for vacation. She ended up meeting a guy named Jesus, I think his name was called. She ended up starting dating him. She moved them back in. They ended up getting married, and they had 2 more kids. I don't remember the name of their kids because that all happened on their own, but yeah, she ended up having 2 more kids, and that was when Gianluca at the time was kind of in his teenage years, so he was getting old enough, and the twins were old enough too. So yeah, and then after that, I don't know. I didn't really play with Gianluca when he was a kid. It was really weird. The transition from his child years. He didn't actually have teenage years. Fun fact: if you actually go back through all the videos, he had no teenage years, because I think I left it off at generation number 4. I think I left it off at generation number 4, and then I moved to generation 5, which was actually teen moms or single mom, and then I played with him as a child, and then I kind of hurried up because I wanted to play with him when he was adult so I can play with him for Stranger Things. I think Strangerville until that happened. So I ended up leaving. So Gianluca never actually ended up having, I think about now, yeah, he never actually ended up having a childhood or a teen, or he was never actually a teen because I never played with him as a teen. He went from child straight to adult. So yeah, and that's where we start off. So we start off with him in Strangerville. He was there. He tried to do his military thing, and it never worked out. He actually got really close, but so he actually went in with his team, and to like kill the plant. But then when he went in there, all his teammates actually ended up passing away, and that was a very traumatic experience for him. So he decided like he couldn't do that all over again, you know. So he decided to go ahead and leave, and he decided to leave and leave Stranger behind and go off. So he ended up meeting up with ended up leaving the military. So he joined the military, did the Strangerville thing, lost his comrades, decided it was too much, left the military, moved on to Windenburg, and his sister Flora moved in. So I ended up playing with Flora. I didn't end up playing with Lyrica because again I couldn't handle that much things at once. So it's just Flora and Gianluca for the next generation. So we ended up playing with those two. They ended up getting a dog. Don't remember the dog what his name was. They ended up moving in. Yo, what was happened? Oh my god, yes! This generation, Flora. The messy child Flora. Girl was so messy. So I guess we'll talk about Flora first and then we'll talk about Gianluca. So I ended up playing with both of them. So Flora was very, very clingy. She was a clingy child growing up. She was always that person that had to, you know, she had to be in like she had to be the center of attention. That was definitely her. And so what happened was they ended up living in Windenburg, and then they ended up moving to San Myshuno, where she ended up meeting a guy named Chase. Y'all remember that? The messiness of Chase. So they ended up meeting a guy named Chase, who she fell head over heels, like love at first sight. He was like on the block. Every girl wanted to be with him. You know, she was the eye candy of the year, you know? In all the sim girl eyes. So she was in love with him, and so she stalked him to no return. Like she knew his address, like she stalked his text messages, like not text messages, but she stalked him on like the internet. She would follow him. She like, oh, Chase here, you know. She was a stalker, like literally. she wouldn't do something, like, no, I couldn't do anything because Chase won't like it. Like she adored Chase to the point of no return, and Chase didn't even know she existed at one point. Like it was so weird. And like the thing is, I kind of did it myself and I didn't, because she really did like Chase, because when I would always like want to do something, she'd always have a whim to talk to him, you know, or whenever he was close, she'd always have a whim to, like, you know, say hello or take a photo with him, you know. So I always knew that she liked him. But I knew she liked him a lot was when I was trying to get her with other guys, but she just wouldn't stop thinking about this dude. I'm like, no, this girl's obsessed. And then she always kind of, there was one time I think where we were actually at home and she just disappeared. And when I looked downstairs, she was actually talking to him. I was like, how does she even know he was downstairs? So I was like, she's kind of like a stalker. So she just kept on going for Chase. But then at the time, Chase actually had a girlfriend. So she actually, I think what happened was she actually went to the bar one day to try to like make him jealous, or just, you know, just to have some fun, and she ended up meeting another guy. Oh my god, I don't remember his name. Disrespectful to this guy because mine's a legend. I can't remember his name. I think it was like Evan. Was it Evan? I don't remember his name was. Who was it was Flora's like first guy. I can't remember his name. We're gonna call him Evan though. Or Ed. I'll call him Evan. I think it's Evan. So, Evan. And so she ended up meeting Evan. And she said, you know what? I'll give him a chance. So she ended up meeting Evan over like a drunken thing. They wooed. It was like a drunken night. But Evan actually caught feelings. And so, you know, Evan tried, you know, going out with her, this and that. And so she said okay, because again, she was trying to get over Chase. But she was never over Chase, you know. She just gave Evan a chance or whatever. But she treated Evan like ish. Like, Evan played so, like, Evan did everything for her. Like, Evan was such a nice guy, but she just didn't care for him. Like, she never cared for him like that. She just liked Chase. That literally was it is. And then whenever Chase, you know, got single again, she would try going after Chase while she was still with Evan. It was messed up. And then she ended up actually, this is where it gets really bad. She ended up actually getting pregnant with Evan's child. And she was actually trying to break up with Evan at the time, but she ended up getting pregnant with his child. And so she's like, you know what? We'll make it work. We'll try. I'll try harder this time. So they tried again. And in that relationship, she realized that she just couldn't do it anymore. She just realized she didn't want this. Like, she didn't want him. She didn't want the child. She didn't want none of the smoke that came with this whole situation. So she left. Literally in the middle of the night, she packed up her shiz and disappeared. Gone on the face of the earth. But this is the problem. The problem was, at the time, Evan was trying to get his shiz together because he was raised by a single mom, and so his mom passed away, and so he had his whole house to figure out. He had no job at the time, so he got a job, but with a job he couldn't take care of the kids, so it was messed up. So pretty much one child, who the child's name was Zion. Again, Generation Z, so Zion, and no, but it was Zeno. Child's name was Zeno, and pretty much no parent. So Flora, the mom, didn't want the child at all. So she wasn't even there. She just left the note. And Evan, who was the child's father, couldn't even take care of him because he had to work to make money to pay for like the mortgage and his child. So Zion was pretty much left in a hard place and had to be left with Zeandre. So now let's get to Zeandre's story. Oh, jeez, yeah. Like I said, guys, I know it's all over the place, and I know people like, yo, it's just a Sims 4. How are you doing this? Isn't this weird? No, listen. Let me tell you guys, I have a vivid imagination, and like again, a lot of stuff I did was kind of again me, but a lot of the stuff also too was my Sims themselves. They chose this route. I just it's crazy. It's not to say it gets crazier, but like it's good. I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this part here, and the next part we're gonna get into more of. Now we're on John Lucas part, so we're gonna get more to John Lucas' story. We're actually on generation number 4, I think, now, so we're actually getting there. I think we're halfway there, which is good. But yeah, we're on a good slope. Anything else to talk about Flora wise? No, I think that's it. It's funny because Flora actually had a floral shop too, which was, I think, was funny. Not funny, but funny. She had a floral shop. That's what she did on the side. That's how she made her money, was, I think, through making flower arrangements. Yeah, she's not done yet, by the way. There's more to it. Like, there's more to her, but later on in the story we'll get to that. But anyways, I'm out. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Deuces. Peace. Bye. Later. I love y'all. Peace.